but this is my reptile room tour. So, just starting off, a lot of these tanks are pretty basic right now. There's going to be a lot of changes coming soon, which is why I kind of wanted to record this. And a lot of these cages are pretty dirty. And that is because literally the second I'm done with this video, I am going to clean everything. It's one of those days where you just gotta do it. So starting off, this is actually my bedroom, and that is my dog Shelby. Shelby is a German Shepherd. Yeah, she's not a reptile, but she's undoubtedly my number one. My first pet ever and my first dog ever. Get over here. But she kind of just hangs out with me all the time. Sleeps with me. That's why I have the larger bed. Anything smaller and she'd kind of just take everything over. So I apologize for how shaky this video might be because I'm doing this on my own. And this is my first time ever trying something out like this. So that being said, this is my storage rack. Up top I have some supplies and some deli cups from the expos I've been to. I've just never tossed them out. I assume I could probably just be able to reuse them whenever I might need them. That is the incubator. It is not mine. It is my friend's. He got it for free. He's trying to find space in his home. He has less space than me. So he's trying to figure that out. I'm just kind of holding on to it for the time being. I have some critter totes for when I'm cleaning cages. You know, you gotta put your animal somewhere. And a cricket keeper that I'm not currently using. So these are the first row of cages in the rack. So like I said, this one's pretty basic. I plan to do a lot of changes over here. Starting with this one, I kind of want to try out a one of those foam backgrounds that people do. You see videos of all the time. This is the one I want to try it out with because it's the most basic. Nothing's been done with it yet. Because there's paper towel, I have to mist this down a little more often to keep the humidity up. And oh yeah, probably mentioned this. Sorry for the air conditioner. My room happens to be, see, the sun comes up over here, right? This is where the sun comes up every morning. And well, it's more like over here-ish. And it kind of midday, it's up here. And then when it starts setting, it's all the way over here. So this room gets sun like all day. So it heats up pretty bad, and I know New Caledonian gecko species need cool. So I'm running the AC right now. The heat literally just started like last 2 days. It feels like summer's about to hit. So I'm gonna buy a fan, a really nice fan, set it up maybe over there. Have it pointing at my geckos so I can keep them nice and cool, because running the AC is gonna run up my electricity bill pretty high. So starting with this one, this is, and I know it only has one vine. I literally last night bought a whole bunch of stuff. Like I said, there's gonna be a lot of changes going on, so don't kill me. But this right here is Diomedes, or just Dio for short. I bought him from a guy here in Connecticut. Oh, how you doing, Shelby? So he does not want to come out. He's probably a little frustrated because I took him out already for the last attempt on this video. But this is Diomedes. I probably should have mentioned my autofocus is trash, so I'm manually focusing this, and that's kind of hard considering I'm doing everything with one hand. So I'm sorry about that. There we go. He was supposedly he's gonna be red. He's more orange right now. I hope the red kind of comes through as he gets a little older. But he's good sized. He's a Dalmatian. I counted over 80 spots on him. I love the little dude. He is absolutely amazing, and he absolutely loves crickets. When I give him crickets, he goes insane. Like, he goes non-stop hunting everything. I love the guy. He is amazing. Over here, I have two females. Okay, so before I even get into that, these are 12 by 12 by 18s. I know a 12 by 12 by 18 should be, you know, fine for at least one adult. So that being said, I know it might be a little overcrowded right now, but I have plans to put two females in that big plastic tub right there. So don't slaughter me over that, please. And literally, the second I'm done with this video, I'm drilling holes into that. I'm getting the ventilation right. I'm setting it up, and I'm moving some geckos in there before I gotta go to work. I got hours before that, so. In here, it is pretty much just Gaia over here. She's my only frog, but I bought him from. Well, the majority of my geckos are coming from the same dude. He gave me some great deals. He was kind of clearing out house. She is a proven breeder. She's nothing special right now. She kind of has that flame thing going on in the back. There's almost like a pinstriping thing, but not really. Like I said, she's my only frog, but she's a proven breeder. This season was her first season. I didn't breed her, he bred her. He got the eggs out of her, and I guess she's done for the season. Maybe she might have something laying around, I don't know. But she's a proven breeder, she's lovely. When she's fired up, she's more of a chocolate thing going on. But when she's not, she has that green thing. Like I said, she's not the prettiest gecko, but I like her a lot. And she's really easy to handle. She's really calm. You can tell the guy loved his animals because she, like, you hold her, she doesn't run around, she's just still, she kind of just chills with you. He must have worked with her a lot. But also in here is Andromeda, who I believe is, let me see if I can get her out. She's kind of tricky. She's really jumpy. And she's fired down, but she's a. Hold on, let me focus this real quick. There we go. She's a red. She's a really deep red, like almost like a brick kind of red. She has some dots on her. I don't think you can really consider her to be a Dalmatian because of that. But yeah, she's lovely. I'm hoping to breed her and another girl in that cage to him because they're all reds. Like I said, she's fired down right now, but when she's fired up, she's like a really deep, like brick red kind of color. And in here are my first two geckos, or crested geckos to be exact. Timon, he's a Halloween. Like I said, I already pulled them out, so they're probably a little skittish right now. But and he's incredibly jumpy. I have to work with him more. He's actually right here. You can see him. There we go. He's a Halloween crested gecko. And it looks like he almost has a little pinstriping going on. I'm going to try to pull him out. Let's see what I can do. But he is my first crested gecko I've ever bought. I bought him at the White Plains show a while back. That's good enough. You can kind of see him from there. Yeah, maybe I'll try again. Because he's really, come on. Don't do this. Don't struggle. Either way, I love him a lot. He was my first crested gecko I ever bought. I'm not sure. I'm probably going to breed him the Gaia next season. But, I don't know. And next in here is Hestia, my red crested gecko. And she's probably my favorite, no doubt. She was more fired up before. But you still see that color is absolutely gorgeous. She is, I guess, just a plain red. She has some spots on her. Like I said, I don't really know if that counts as being a Dalmatian. But she's beautiful. I got her at a pretty good price at the Hamburg, Pennsylvania show. So, and like I said, I want to be moving her and Andromeda down to this one over here. And I'm going to pause this video really quick because my camera is dying. Alright, and we are back. My battery is now charged, and it might look a little darker. The clouds are rolling in. But these are my leopard gecko setups right now. There's 10-gallon tanks. They all have, you know, their hides. Yeah, other than that, I kind of want to make it so they all match. These two are doing a lot closer than this one. They all have the Exoterra mealworm dish. I plan on buying the those all living thing dishes you get at like PetSmart for like $3. And you may notice only Xanthi has the humid hide. Oh, not Xanthi, Eos. That she is currently in. And that is because I'm having a hard time finding something that fits in here the way I want it to, because I kind of want to maximize the floor space as much as possible. And I attempted to order the those Zoomed hides. But what do you call it, like Reptile shelter or something? But the last time I ordered them, they broke in shipping, and I had to return them, and you know, kind of lost the money for shipping, but whatever. So I actually attempted to buy something like this to try to use it for a humid hide. I found it at Target. It's the smallest one I could find, and it's actually the exact length of the tank, so it doesn't fit, which I'm kind of disappointed about, but I think I'm still going to use it for the crested geckos as lay box in that tub. But other than that, that's kind of how they're going right now. You know, Xanthi, Eos, and Aries. Again, I named them all like Greek stuff. Just a little theme going on. Alright, so these are the Kaiser newts. I had bought the tank intending it to use it for something else, non-reptile related, like fish and whatnot. It didn't work out exactly the way I wanted it to. These guys are just funny, they just kind of like float around. But, yeah. I had intended to use this completely differently, didn't work out. So the Reptile Expo was around the corner, and I intended to get a hold of the firebelly newts, those Japanese firebelly newts, and it didn't work out. Only 2 vendors in the entire show had newts, and they both had Kaiser newts. These guys over here, which I thought was kind of funny, because you would think Japanese firebelly newts would be, I don't know, more common than these guys, because these guys are endangered, like practically extinct in the wild. But I wound up getting these guys, and there's nothing wrong with that. These guys are really cool. They kind of have that like spot pattern thing going on, and yeah, there's gonna be some things changing in this tank soon enough. But you guys will get that update when you get that update. But moving on, this is my bearded dragon, Quentin. And I'm thinking I'm gonna have to sell him. He's a real cool guy, pretty personable when he wants to be, but he's kind of a pain. He's always messing this up. I set it up like every 4 days maybe. I change out the paper towel and all that stuff, but he just always screws it up, and he's not the friendliest of bearded dragons. Every time I take him out, the second I have a lapse in concentration, he jumps off of me, starts running around. Normally he gets under the desk or my drawers, and I have to try to get him out. He starts hissing. So needless to say, he's an awesome guy, but I'm going to think about rehoming him. And I had plans to put him in that Exoterra, that 40-gallon over there. But I guess maybe I'll use that for something else or just sell it. And these are the other geckos. These 2 baby crested geckos in here. Let me see if I can... Well, that's one of them right there. I'm not really going to try to pull them out because they're really jumpy. And it's funny enough, actually the other one's right down here. You can kind of see his tail. You can kind of see him right there. But the guy I got him from, like the other ones, doesn't exactly know which parents are which. I know he definitely cared for the animals, but he didn't really pay too much attention as to like what he was doing in terms of breeding. So I'm fairly sure that they are most likely related to the Amedes, the like orange red Dalmatian I have. Maybe same father, maybe same mother, I'm not sure. But yeah, that's them. And then in here I have my only gargoyle gecko. He's a blotched male. He's nothing fancy, he doesn't have no striping or nothing. But I like him a lot. And he has a little yellow highlighting every now and then, especially around his eye. I hope to find him a female soon enough. But he's just a bachelor for now. I don't have too many plans for him. In terms of the geckos, I think I'm going to focus mostly on the crested geckos, but I'm going to have a lot of fun with him, I think. He's a really cool guy. And yeah, that's my my room as of right now. As for changes coming up, well, for one, these ones are going to be a lot different. I'm going to do a lot to them. I'm going to have that set up for some of the females. And I plan to bring up Blue, my older leopard gecko, in the basement. He's with my brother. Just so I can monitor him a little better, because I'm not in the basement every day, but I do keep track of feeding with him and all that. So yeah, that is the tour.